Luke chapter 10. But after this, the Lord also showed up 70 ulterior ones and dispatched them two up each before his face into all every city and every place where he himself was about to come. But he said to them that abides, the harvest is much, but the workers are few. Hence, be made entreating before the Lord of the harvest, so that he may drive out workers into his harvest. Go away, perceive, I dispatch you as fatted lambs in the midst of wolves. Do not seize a bag, not a pouch, not sandals, not one you should greet as going according to the way. But into whichever house you as it were come, say beforehand, peace is to this dwelling site. And so if the Son of Peace is there, your peace will uprepose on him. Otherwise it will turn back on you. But abide in this house as eating and drinking, that given from beside them, for the worker is worthy of his reward. Do not step further out from one house into another house. And into whichever city as it were you come, and they receive you, there eat the presentations having been set before you, and cure the weak in it, and say to them, on you the regency of God has drawn near. But if there is a city into which you as it were come, and they do not receive you, then as having come out into the broad streets, say, also the dust out of your city, that cleaving to us on the feet, we wipe away on account of you. Whereas know this, that the regency of God has drawn near. But I say to you, it will be more bearable for Sodom in that day than for that city. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! If the ability powers, those having become in among you, had been made to become in Tyre and Sidon, they would have co-thought long ago, as it were, as ones having seat in sackcloth and ash. Whereas it will be more bearable for Tyre and Sidon in the judgment than for you. And you, Capernaum, not will you be heightened till heaven, but till Hades will you be made to descend. The one hearing you hears me, and the one repudiating you repudiates me, but the one repudiating me repudiates the one dispatching me. But the 70 returned below with joy, saying, Lord, also the demons subordinate themselves to us in your name. But he said to them, I beheld Satan having fallen as lightning out of the heaven. Perceive, I have given you the authority that you tread upon serpents and scorpions, and on all every ability of the enemy, and not, yea, not, one will do you injustice. Whereas you should not be joyful in this, that the spirits subordinate themselves to you, but you should be joyful that your names have been inwritten in the heavens. In the same hour he rejoiced in the Holy Spirit and said, I likeward out to you, Father, Lord of the heaven and of the earthland, that you have secreted this away from the wise and understanding, and have unveiled it to minors. Yes, Father, since thus came to be the well-deeming in front of you. All was personally given to me under the authority from my Father, and not one knows who the Son is, if not the Father, and who the Father is, except if not the Son, and to whoever the Son determines to unveil it. And having been turned to the learning ones for himself, he said, blissful are the eyes of those look-seeing what you look-see. For I say to you, many prophets and regents were willing to perceive what you look-see, and they did not perceive it, and to hear what you hear, and did not hear it. And perceive, a law-abider rose tempting out him, saying, Teacher, by what, as having done it, shall I law accordingly allot Aeonian life? But he said to him, What has been written in the law? How do you read? But answering he said, You will love the Lord your God out of your whole heart, and in your whole soul, and in your whole strength, and in your whole through thinking, and your fellow man as yourself. But he said to him, You answer correctly. This do, and you will live. But willing to justify himself, he said to Jesus, And who is my fellow man? Having accepted below this question, Jesus said, A human descended from Jerusalem toward Jericho, and counterfell against surrounding bandits, who also unclothed him, and having set plagues on him, came away, leaving him half dead. But according to a generally valid order, a priest descended in that way, and having perceived him, he came by on the opposite side. But a Samaritan being on the way came against that place, And having perceived him, he was innerly moved. And having come, he bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine, and letting him on step up on his own acquiring animal, he led him into an inn and was carrying on for him. And on another day he took 2 denarii, casting them down out of the bag, he gave them to the innkeeper, and said to him, Be carrying on for him, and what as it were you expend in addition to I will give you, in that I come again. Who of these three do you deem has become a fellow man of the one having fallen into the hands of the bandits? And he said, The one having done the mercy to him. But Jesus said to him, To your favor go and do likewise. But in that they went, he came into a village, and a woman by the name of Martha received him submissively, taking him into her house. But Martha had a sister, one being called Miriam, who also sitting down towards the feet of Jesus heard his word. But Martha was tugged about, yea, about into much service. But as one having on taken stand, she said, Lord, do you not care yourself that my sister has left me to serve alone? Hence say to her, so that she may take the service together with me. But answering the Lord said to her, Martha, Martha, you worry and are tumultuated about many things. But there is little need for concern, only one thing, for Mary outchose the good part, which will not be put removingly away from her.